The Parashat begins with ויאמר השם אל משה בוא אל פרעה כי אני הכבדתי את ליבו ואת לב עבדיו למען שתי אותותיי אלה בקרבו. Come to Paro, and he warned him as well, because I've hardened his heart and the heart of his servants, his close ones, in order that I should publicize my miracles, my abilities, my signs among all the people. Bekirbo, that he should come to, they should come to recognize that I am the ultimate power. Liman tisaper, and also so that it should, children of the Bnei Israel and the generations which follow from them should see and know that Ani HaShem, that I'm Hashem. That they should say over, continue, Et Asher Italalti Mitzrayim, see the tremendous actions I've made against nature. Yes, with Otatai Asher Samti Bam, and all that I did, the miracles I did to them, Vidatem Ki Ani HaShem, in order that the world should recognize, everyone, all the generations recognize Ani HaShem. Yetziat Mitzrayim was not just an act of bringing out the Jewish people, redeeming them from the bondage, taking them off the land of servitude. Yetziat Mitzrayim was to show the power of Hashem, that He is omnipotent, omniscient. He is the ultimate power, created the world, involved in the world, and keeps a scrutiny on every detail in the world. That was Yetziat Mitzrayim, brought that knowledge to the Jewish people and to the whole world. Man was not present in the creation. When Adam HaRishon was created, the world was already a functioning world. It had already been created already. And therefore, it became, people had started getting theories, Adam Kadmon, that the world was Kadmon, that the world was always there, right? Or that God created the world and He detached Himself from the world. He's not like Chinaman made a clock in China and finished. He comes to England and work it there. It doesn't work like that. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world and He's involved with the world and He scrutinized the world, and every detail that anything happens in the world is only through His power and is through His will. So that was Yetziat Mitzrayim, brought that knowledge to the world and to Am Yisrael. That's why we repeat Yetziat Mitzrayim in all, even in the Chagim, even in Shabbat. Shabbat was, a creation of honor, that God rested on the Shabbat, created the world in 6 days and rested in the world. So how does Yetziat Mitzrayim come to that? Explains the Ramban, because Yetziat Mitzrayim was the proof and acknowledgement of the world that God created the world in 6 days. So in all our Chagim, in all our mitzvot, we mention Zechar Yetziat Mitzrayim. Because from there, we got the knowledge that HaShem, who the world belongs to and created the world and is involved in the world, He gave us the Torah and He gave us the mitzvot. And we live with that. Why HaShem ichbadeti et libo, hardened His heart. So on that, there's an argument in the Midrashim between Rabbi Yochanan and Rish Lakish, whether a man can do terrible acts of cruelty, and for that the punishment can be for him that he doesn't have a choice to do teshuvah. Hashem hardens his heart, like Paro's, and he wasn't able to do teshuvah. Even if he wanted to, he couldn't have done it. Hashem hardened his heart, but that was that punishment. That there is a punishment, that a person does very terrible things, and that doesn't matter if it's Jew or non-Jew. He does very terrible, and the examples that Rambam brings in Tanakh, that when the Jews did very terrible things, Hashem took away teshuvah from them. Teshuvah was a privilege. But if a person does terrible things, his punishment is that he can't do teshuvah and he'll have to pay completely everything in the world to come. Suffer in the world to come. Teshuvah can help us to correct things in this world so we go pure to the world to come. It's a prayer. There's another opinion that to balance. Paro would have only given up because he couldn't withstand the pain of the Makkot. So Hashem strengthened his heart so that he could withstand it and he would have freedom of choice, freedom of balance. Whatever it is, Hashem, his creation is perfect, his laws are perfect, his behavior to us is perfect into the world. Even we might not somewhat understand it, but he's there, and really he's the only power we can turn to. We see things that are going on in the world. There's no justice in the world. The monkeys dance according to the tune. It doesn't matter. There's justice. There's no such thing as justice in the world. People, if they're fed properly, if they turn after the Ebus Bala, if someone is giving them money, they'll dance against justice, against everything. There's no such thing. Goalposts change. Hashem manages the world and he gives a Torah which never changes. And we come back to him and we say, Borei Olam, we are your people, and the only one who follows you 100% in truth and righteousness. Have mercy on us. Save the Shivuyim and protect our soldiers and Am Yisrael in these terrible times. Shabbat Shalom.